I was doing a live stream collab with Afro Elite, and shout out to him, by the way, recently on my channel. And we had just got on, we were just talking about different things. And I brought up Jason Van Dyke. And someone, and I can't remember who it was, left a comment saying that Jason Van Dyke will be released from prison on February 3rd. So I immediately got my phone, and sure enough, this terrorist, this former cop who murdered LaQuan McDonald, is getting out of jail on February 3rd after only doing 3 years and some months in prison of a 6-year sentence. First off, I didn't even know that I forgot that he even got 6 years. But he's getting out on after 3 years and some months on quote unquote good behavior. And I was talking to Afro Elite about this, and I said, yeah, he might be getting out of prison, but he's going to another prison, and that's the one of complete solitude, because I highly doubt he's going to be able to become a cop again, especially not in the city of Chicago and in the entire state of Illinois, because everybody knows who he is. He's too tainted. So he's probably going to have to go and assume a new identity and live in a place where people probably don't even know who he is. And he's going to probably have to live like a hermit for the rest of his life, which I'm perfectly fine with. Now, if he gets caught slipping, I'm okay with that too. But I'm going to go ahead and read this article that came out on January 14th, 2022, and it is coming from abc7chicago.com. Former Chicago police officer Jason Van Dyke will be released from prison on February 3rd after serving a little less than 3 years and 4 months behind bars. Van Dyke, now in his mid-40s, has been in custody since his conviction in October 2018 on aggravated battery and second-degree murder charges for the shooting death of LaQuan McDonald. In 2014, Van Dyke shot the black teen 16 times. Video of the shooting from a police dashboard camera, released more than a year later, was a key piece of evidence in the trial and inflamed the public reaction across the country. Van Dyke was found guilty of second-degree murder and 16 counts of aggravated battery. Van Dyke was sentenced to 6 years and 9 months in prison, so he'll be serving about half his sentence after receiving credit for good behavior. Grace Memorial Baptist Church pastor Reverend Marvin Hunter, McDonald's uncle, said he was notified Friday of Van Dyke's pending release. It's a shame that Jason Van Dyke has a date that can be paroled and free from his past to a certain degree, and LaQuan McDonald can never have another birthday. My prayer is that Mr. Van Dyke comes out a different man than when he went in. First off, let's just nip this in the bud. Sir, no. I highly doubt that this guy has been reformed. Not shooting someone in the back 16 times and then killing him. You do not reform from that. Man, I keep telling y'all about these old Negroes, but let me continue, because it's not about that. William Calloway, the activist who was instrumental in getting the dashcam video of the shooting released, reacted up to news of Van Dyke's pending release. The federal government has the legal authority. U.S. Attorney John Lauch has the legal authority, and he has the moral obligation to file federal civil rights charges on Jason Van Dyke. Van Dyke has spent the last 3+ years in multiple out-of-state prisons, and at one point was assaulted while in the general population of a facility in Connecticut. I remember that. His attorney, Jennifer Blagg, who worked on his appeal, says she doesn't know exactly where he'll be released from next month. He is currently in an out-of-state facility in protective custody. Well, I can say that Jason doesn't want to be on the media. He doesn't want to have anybody covering him, I don't think. I can't speak for Jason, but I know what kind of person he is, and I think he just wants to live his life. Well, it's unfortunate LaQuan McDonald can't live his anymore because he took his. See, they want us to feel bad for this dude. I don't feel not one thing for him. And notice they said that they have him in an out-of-state facility, but they won't say what the name of the facility is. And that's, I think, the reason why they moved him. Well, actually, he got assaulted in the Connecticut facility, and they tried to make us feel bad for him then. I didn't feel bad for him then. I don't feel bad for him now. And afterward, he'll spend at least 2 years on parole, and will have to check in with a parole officer on a regular basis while remaining in the Chicago area. So he's still going to be in Chicago. So he has to stay there. They're going to have him in probably some deep protective custody, because they already know if the public gets wind of him, it might be a wrap. And like I was telling Afro Elite on my stream, some of the people like him are probably more safer in prison than they are on the outside. Look at Derek Chauvin. When I was telling him about how he has to stay inside of a cell for 23 out of a 24-hour day, I said the fact that they're not putting him in Gen Pop, that's probably good for him. And because the whole world knows who Derek Chauvin is, it's probably best that he's in there, because the whole world will be on his ass if they were able to find him, if he was ever out. But when it comes to this walking excrement right here, I'm almost certain that he is going to have to be in a lifetime protective custody. I don't know why I call it witness protection, but protective custody is what I meant to say. Or something to those lines where he's hidden, and he might have to assume a new identity, a new look, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, he's being released on February the 3rd. He only did a little over 3 years of a 6-year sentence because of quote unquote good behavior. I don't care if his behavior was pristine. If it was left up to me, he would remain and rot in that prison and do the entire 6 years. And it's a shame that he was only doing 6 years, because that's nothing for what he did to LaQuan McDonald. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments.